There are places that raise more questions than they answer. Places shrouded in legends where history can only be pieced together in fragments. One such place is Rennes-le-Château, a small village in the south of France that appears unremarkable at first glance. Yet, beneath its surface lies a mystery that has intrigued researchers, historians, and treasure hunters for decades. At the center of this enigma stands one man, Bérenger Saunière, a simple priest who lived in poverty, until he suddenly came into a wealth so great that he was able to live in luxury. His story remains unexplained, filled with riddles, symbols, and whispers of conspiracy. What did Saunière discover? A hidden treasure? A secret message? Or knowledge powerful enough to shake the foundations of history? Let's delve into the mystery of Rennes-le-Château.
Lost places. Remote viewing. Forschung. Expeditionen. Paranormales. Supported by Into the Matrix. Remote viewing. Three women. The True Women Show.
In 1885, Bérenger Saunière was appointed as the priest of Rennes-le-Château. The village was small, the church old and crumbling, and the community poor. Saunière himself lived humbly, until something inexplicable happened. Starting in 1891, he began extensive renovations on the church. But it didn't stop there. Over the next few years, he built several grand structures. The lavish Villa Bettina, the mysterious Tour Magdala, a sprawling park, and a private library. He acquired expensive artwork, collected rare books, and lived in a level of wealth that was entirely unheard of for a rural priest. No one could explain where the money came from. Official reports suggested donations from wealthy patrons. But many believe that the real source of his fortune was something far more mysterious and possibly even dangerous. The first major change took place inside the small church of Saint Mary Magdalene. Saunière restored it with elaborate decorations, but what stood out were the strange symbols he incorporated. At the entrance, he placed a statue of the demon Asmodeus, a figure associated with guarding hidden secrets in occult traditions. Above it, a chilling Latin inscription read, Terribilis est locus iste. This place is terrible. Why would a priest inscribe such words in a church? The interior design raised even more questions. Cryptic symbols, biblical scenes with subtle but unusual modifications, and a peculiar relief featuring strange figures. Some researchers speculate that Saunière may have discovered hidden documents or ancient manuscripts during the renovations. Papers revealing the location of a lost treasure or a suppressed historical truth. Others suggest he stumbled upon a powerful secret linked to the esoteric orders, gaining influence or wealth as a result. Right next to the church, Saunière constructed the grand Villa Bettina. Why would a priest build such a luxurious residence for himself? Yet, strangely, the villa remained largely unoccupied until his death, as if it had been intended for someone else. His housekeeper, Marie Dononneau, later made a cryptic remark. People have no idea what they are holding here. If they knew, they would fight over this house. What was she referring to? Was the villa the key to an undiscovered secret? Or simply a monument to Saunière's unexplained fortune? On the edge of his estate, Saunière built the Tour Magdala, a massive stone tower with battlements, like a medieval fortress. It was supposedly used as a library, But why did a priest need a fortified lookout tower with a commanding view over the entire region? Some theories suggest that he was guarding something, or that the tower served a strategic purpose, possibly connected to underground tunnels or hidden archives believed to lie beneath Rennes-le-Château. Another mystery: the tower stands along a line of significant historical sites, stretching far beyond Rennes-le-Château. Some researchers speculate that this could be an ancient geomantic alignment, a deliberate pattern linked to sacred geography, or even a secret message encoded in the landscape itself. Many theories attempt to explain the source of Sauniere's wealth. Some believe he discovered a lost treasure of the Knights Templar, possibly a powerful relic that had been hidden for centuries. The proximity of Rennes-le-Château to the former strongholds of the Cathars, such as Montségur, leads others to speculate that he found ancient documents or knowledge preserved from their time. Others go even further, suggesting that the symbols in the church point to something far greater, the Holy Grail itself. Some interpretations propose that the Grail is not a physical chalice, but rather a hidden truth about Christ's lineage or a suppressed chapter of history, a revelation so powerful that it could shake the foundations of the church. Did Saunière uncover this secret? And was he rewarded, not with gold, but with hush money to keep silent? To this day, the mystery of Rennes-le-Château remains unsolved. Historians, treasure hunters, and theorists continue to search for the truth. But now a new perspective has emerged. Using the methods of remote viewing, the viewers from Into the Matrix have embarked on their own investigation into Bérenger Sauniere's secret. Their findings are unlike anything previously known about this case. What did they see? What hidden truths did they uncover? The answer may cast the mystery of Rennes-le-Château in an entirely new light. The question we asked was, how did Father Bérenger Saunière suddenly become wealthy? There are many speculations, ranging from hidden treasures to secret documents that may have placed him in a position of power. However, the remote viewing session offers a completely different, more complex perspective on the events. The impressions from the viewers do not depict Saunière as someone who simply stumbled upon riches or was involved in secret dealings, but rather as a man who found himself in a difficult, almost overwhelming situation. The viewers perceived him as someone under a certain pressure. But it was not direct coercion nor an obvious threat. It was more of a burden, a responsibility he carried. Saunière had a mission, a task that had been assigned to him, and over time it became clear that he was growing weary of it. What exactly was being asked of him is remarkable. He was searching for something. But not randomly or aimlessly, he had a very specific objective. His mission was to locate certain areas, hidden structures, and secret cavities, places that were not easily found. The viewers described how he had to proceed systematically, meticulously examining every corner as if following a precise plan. The search spanned a vast area, and the process was long and exhausting. Over time, his motivation dwindled. He no longer wanted to continue with this task. But this is where things get interesting. Because if he was unwilling to proceed on his own, the question arises, why did he keep going? This is where the crucial insights from the viewers come into play. They reported that the search was not just about spaces or concealed passageways. It was about what was behind these entrances. Something that was not simply lost or hidden, but alive. The viewers described the presence of living beings. Beings that had disappeared, that were not supposed to be found. They were in a precarious, unpleasant situation. Imprisoned, confined, and seemingly in need of outside help. Yet, this help was not meant to be public. What exactly was concealed there remains unclear, but one thing is certain, it was sensitive enough that it had to remain hidden. And here we might find a possible explanation for Saunier's wealth. Was his fortune truly the result of a mere discovery? Or was he financially rewarded to keep him on his task, to ensure that he continued even when he no longer wanted to? The session paints a picture of a man involved in something far greater than his personal fate. A search that may have included not just him, but others as well. One whose results were perhaps never meant to come to light. Another mystery surrounding Bérenger Saunière is the telescope he installed on the tower of his villa. Why did he need such an instrument? What exactly was he observing? And what was the true focus of his attention? To find answers, the remote viewers from Into the Matrix focused on this question. Their impressions paint a surprising picture, one that differs from conventional explanations. It was apparently not about surveying the landscape, monitoring roads, or exploring distant locations. Instead, it seems that Saunier's gaze was fixed on something that moved quickly, unpredictably, and was almost impossible to grasp. The viewer describes the perception of a being, a living entity that is fast, agile, and difficult to capture. It moves through the air, effortlessly shifting from place to place, always in motion. It appears flexible and spontaneous, as if it can adapt at will and change its position at any moment. The viewer compares this presence to a globetrotter, something that never stays in one place for long. It seems to move in stages, not evenly, but in sudden bursts, changing altitudes, ascending and descending in an irregular manner. It follows no set path, no predictable pattern, but instead moves in a seemingly random rhythm. The question remains, what exactly was Saunière observing through his telescope? Was it truly an extraordinary phenomenon? Perhaps a flying object that operated beyond our conventional understanding? Or was it simply a bird, perhaps a raptor whose irregular flight patterns had caught his attention? Even more intriguing is the possibility that this session is linked to the previous one. Could Saunier's mysterious mission have been about locating specific places where exactly these phenomena occurred? Was his telescope used to track movements in the sky that provided clues to something greater? Or are these simply two separate aspects of his life? The remote viewing sessions raise more questions than they answer. Yet they suggest that Saunière may have been witnessing much more than what is commonly believed. Perhaps he was searching for something elusive, something hidden from the public eye. Perhaps his wealth was not only connected to what lay beneath the earth, but also to what was happening above our heads.
One thing is certain. The truth is out there, and we are determined to find it. If you enjoyed our video, we would be very grateful for your support, as our work is donation-based. Feel free to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and look forward to another exciting episode of the True Women Show.
Women wake up.